What is that squeaky noise? Oh, it's my fat ass.
Sometimes it's how it be, man.
Alright, I have acquired the chalice.
Well, guys, welcome to Tea Time with the Fellowship. Today we got a hot, smoking series of questions right from not the internet and definitely my mind. Anyway, I'm your guy who sometimes comes up with questions, Charlie.
I'm Max.
Max, what are you, though?
I'm drinking LaCroix.
Exactly.
I'm the guy who takes longer to think of answers to the questions, so I always go second or third. I'm sorry.
And what is your name?
My name is Benji.
Thank you, Benji. Now, Benji, what is the tea of the day?
The tea of the day.
This is a complicated one.
We'll go. Okay, across from me, I've got Charlie. His tea is.
It's a gourmet root beer from Henry Weinhardt.
And Max, is that lemon LaCroix?
Yeah. What else would it be?
And I have a beer stein with hot water in it because I thought, hey, let's keep the tea spirit alive. Also, I don't care that much, so I'm not going to go to the length of making tea.
Luckily, all of these fall under the umbrella of green tea.
Correct.
This is the most, it's got a slight green hue to it because of the lighting, so it's more green than average, I would say. Because it's not another color, it's just clear.
Shocking.
There you go. So here we go. First question. So, you're now in charge of Hasbro, the koi company, more like the toy company. Anyway, you're in charge of this company, and you gotta design a new toy for children. What toy do you design? And of course, the goal, as any good toy maker, is to terrify children. What is it? It should be safe.
Okay.
Max's plans go out the window once they threw in the word safe.
Yeah, well, okay, so it's not that dangerous.
That dangerous. Please elaborate.
Okay, so it's like, are you familiar with well, it's like...
If you say lawn darts, you need to choose a different
I don't
item.
know what you're talking about. It's like colloquially known as the Wolverine frog. It's got like hair on the sides of it. And
Is that the one that breaks its own bones and jets them out?
So
Okay.
when it needs to fight, it breaks its bones and pushes them through its fingers as claws. And so, like, what if we have a toy that really just like epitomizes the Wolverine frog's spirit? So maybe it's like...
So it's like Barbie, but she can take her femur out and club Ken to death with it?
Yeah, exactly.
I dig it.
So, okay, so all the bones are weapon shaped, okay? And so like it's a doll. It's like a Barbie doll.
It's a skeleton made of axes, swords.
Yeah.
But then there's a Barbie around it.
Yeah. And then like every part of the body where you can access a bone, and it's like the big bones. It's not like I'm not gonna get
Talking about real people bones, like Chungus bones.
I'm not gonna like be like, okay, maybe the hyoid bone, but I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, get every little bone. No, it's gonna be like the major ones, like the hand,
the femur.
like the hands.
That's multiple bones.
The hands.
The hands are
the hands
multiple
all
bones.
together are shurikens.
They're not one bone.
The hands all together are shurikens. It's
Got it.
you open it and there's a shuriken in there.
Like
and then the arms are like little swords, or the forearms, and then like the femurs are like short swords. The spine's an axe. All the ribs are little knives. You know what I'm saying? The feet are like brass knuckles.
Also multiple bones.
I preface this by saying we're not going to worry about all the little bones. Listen next time. But every part of the body is like openable. Like you can like open the arm and take out the little sword and then put it in Barbie's hand, and Barbie can kill Ken, like Benji said.
I like this toy. I'm gonna let's rate this, Benji. We'll rate each other's toys. Safety, I'm gonna give this, because these aren't real weapons. They just look like weapons.
Yeah, they're white like bones.
I'll give it a B+, about as safe as a standard toy. Then, for kid enjoyment, I mean, everyone's gonna want this under their Christmas tree come, Christmas time. I think I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
All right, your rating system was different for the two metrics.
Well,
but
safety's like a school type rating
Okay.
system, while the overall is a 1 to 10.
Okay, I'll take
Sorry,
it.
1 to 9.5.
Yeah, I'd have to give the manufacturability of that a smiley face out of a smiley, neutral, and sad face.
Yeah, definitely.
And a thumbs up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
And a laughing, crying emoji.
Ooh,
So-
what about 100?
Several
We don't
hundred
use-
emojis.
And then like a slice of watermelon.
Yeah. Then you got the eggplant too when it comes to like
Okay, what's the egg?
it
All right,
it
what-
ensures
and a bunch of heart eyes and like this water squirts.
Yeah, they use that to signify that it was correctly quality controlled.
Okay,
Like
I'll,
that-
I'll take it.
You know, at the end of the out of the batch of 1,000, your quality control agent takes
Oh.
10 of them, and then you stamp the sheet
Oh my God.
to make sure that it's just hot water. Baby, yes,
Well, I boiled the water.
Oh,
It's not just hot.
it is boiling
what
water.
temp did you take it to?
I wanted to see how hot the thing could get, so I
So
sent
boiling?
to 200. That technically boiling should be about 212 Fahrenheit. Just saying.
So you
I mean, it
did
depends
200
on.
instead
I
of
don't.
boiling?
I don't think pressure in the house is that different from atmospheric pressure.
It is 200 degrees water. Well, probably more like 170 at this point.
Now, okay, Benji, what is this toy that you wish to manufacture?
Oh my god, the wild ride of the Barbie. Maybe totally.
Yeah, that was that definitely was thrown off the railroad.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is like a totally legit toy that I could see existing.
Oh, I remember now. You've heard of the Easy Bake Oven.
Okay.
I've had one. Yes.
Everything makes so much sense now. Anyways, you've heard of the Easy Bake Oven. Get ready for the Easy Sit Office Cubicle now with Excel 2007.
Ooh, I like it.
Wait,
It's gotta
does-
be like the old, like the earliest form of Excel. Is that 2007?
I believe that comes with a secret command to bring you into Flight Simulator.
So get this. It's an office cubicle. That's it.
What's the age range?
Dude, like
So, like-
0 to 4?
Okay, so it's for like toddlers.
Well, it's a toy, so child labor laws don't apply.
Oh, are we making
Oh.
money off
Well,
this?
it's just practice.
Yeah, you know, they gotta start filing
But all
tax
the
returns.
practice exercises are,
Real situations, you know?
yeah, just for reality.
Right, but for what age group is this? Because, you know, kids grow a lot between each age. So, like...
Well, wait, you got
Well,
a new
what's the-
set
what
for
is-
each age
Well,
range.
no, what is the size of this cubicle?
It depends, first of all, on the model that you get. There's different models for different ages, right?
Okay.
But standard classical is going to be for, I'd say, 8 to 12.
Yeah.
The Excel, it's going to be nice and colorful. And the printer will work. I know that is a...
That's... We're gonna have to go a
currently
bit
in
bigger
society,
budget on
we
this
don't
then.
have printers that just work, but we'll make one.
I think
And-
that's revolutionary. Adults are going to buy this setup because
You-
it'll
you
have
sh-
a working printer.
You're gonna need to get to the R&D team real fast and give them a lot of money. Making a working printer is gonna take big bucks.
That is insane.
You know, my craziest engineering professor is, who's absolutely off the walls. Before he was a professor, he just made printers for HP, so I believe it. There's some sort of magic to them.
Not entirely sure how they...
Actually, what if we just sold working printers?
That's not a... well, I guess seeing an actual working printer is a euphoric experience that I guess you could consider to be a toy.
We do have to tackle how like strange it is to open a printer, like they see the inner workings, not like all the pretty gussied up like the scanner or the paper thing, but like when you open it and there's all these just like metal pieces and like springs and like all this weird like mechanical shit, and it's like, what am I looking at? This is a printer?
Wait,
But
But on the outside it looks like it's nice, it's round.
moral of the story is, we shouldn't have kids playing around with toys that aren't relevant to their productivity, you know? But let's increase our hyperfixation on workplace productivity by starting them off young.
Yeah,
I think
workplace
that-
productivity.
The cubicle won't let you in unless you're at least business casual.
well, let's be honest, like...
Or
it's
you
gonna
have
be,
your
it's
or you
gonna,
have your Barbie.
kids are gonna be good at selling, like, non-FDA approved drugs because they sound so cute. You know, you get on the phone with an 8-year-old, she's like, have you heard about your home mortgage? Well, if you get a new mortgage, you could take out another loan on your home and buy this diet pill. And it's this 8-year-old. So you give them your credit card number, your social security number, you give them like...
Because it's an 8-year-old.
Yeah, because it's an 8-year-old.
And then the next call you get is from like a 10-year-old, and they're like, hey, you want some whippets? Give me like $5. Meet me behind the bleachers.
Dude,
I'm here to
that's
call
like...
you
That's
about
12-year-old actions, actually.
about your house's extended warranty.
I've been looking
I'm here to call you about your life's extended warranty.
Okay. So the product I'm making. So you know those cars as a kid that had the big battery so you could drive it around?
Like the small person cars that
Yeah.
kids could sit in?
No.
Yeah.
I'm getting a motorcycle,
Oh, I think those exist.
but it goes 60 miles an hour.
Those exist, and they're really... But adults get on these... They're like a foot long. It's a tiny motorcycle, but these adults get on these tiny motorcycles and ride them around.
They're really funny.
It's always
We're
in
not-
a parking lot.
We're not done yet, because it also is a team-up with the licensing, the DOA, Department of Licensing. DOL, sorry. Because it's going to have a DOL testing software inside of it. So you have a AI that quizzes you as you're driving down the road, like, did you buckle your seatbelt? Turn left
I'm
here.
in a motorcycle. There is no seatbelt.
And then the scary part is, it fails you no matter what at the end.
You know, Alex Jones did warn us that we are already giving inputs to the intergalactic AI that's trying to control humanity.
This is just the next step.
So I believe it.
Okay, now we get to move on to our next question. So, who's your favorite dictator in the 20th century? What's the, like, and what would you change about them?
What would you change about them? Okay, so are we rewriting history, or is this just retrospective? What we say isn't actually going to change anything.
Well, I mean, what we say is not going to change anything to
Okay.
start out with, so say what you want.
Okay, you know what? Our favorite dictator?
Not that, like, you think they're great, but, like, maybe the most interesting dictator, like, the most funny dictator, the dictator that there's some fun fact that you know about, or...
Okay, I gotta go.
I love funny dictators.
I can't name
I gotta
one of
go
them,
with-
so if you have one, just share it.
with Mussolini because
Darn it, man, that was mine. I'm gonna need to change. Okay.
because Italy did not perform fantastically in the
That was
Second
also
World
my
War.
reason.
I'm sure they had a lot of brave people, but they had a bunch of these little tankettes that looked really funny. And he was an elementary school teacher at some point, which I think is interesting. If I had to change something, does it have to be the same? I guess.
Yes, you need to change the dictator. You choose
If
the
I had
dictator.
to, okay,
you
do I
change
want to
the
make him
dictator.
more effective?
I mean,
If I were him, I wouldn't have taken such an agrarian country into a war that ended up being so much about mechanization.
you mean that, like, Italy was, let's make these bunch of tiny tanks, and let's just prepare for this war from World War One, and then everyone else is like, hey guys, our tank's better.
I heard a story where the Italians were asking the Germans, why are you supplying each soldier 4 lemons a day? We can't do that. And when I saw that as an example of the Italians' inability to supply their troops, I thought, why did
4
the
lemons
Germans...
a
Why
day?
did the Germans... I have no sources on this. I don't remember where I saw this, but it was a very strange thing that I saw.
It's a lot
What are
of
you
lemons.
going to do with 4 lemons in a day? Like,
Not get scurvy?
just eat them?
eat them?
Not get scurvy, but you will dissolve your enamel.
It's worth it,
And
man.
it's, okay, so if any of you happen to pick Hitler as your favorite dictator, maybe you can change the lemons thing. Well, I gave you a freebie. You know?
Okay, yeah, I was going to take Hitler.
Okay, you gotta be careful for this one.
But purely because there's a manga where a reincarnation of Hitler's pretty chill.
So just to say this out loud, we all are not World War II deniers. It was terrible and many people were killed, and Hitler's an absolute garbage person. continue.
I'm basing this off of manga, where he was
Okay,
like a 1 foot tall blonde child. So,
So, okay.
okay, this question's fucking loaded, Charlie. Any dictator you pick is going to cause massive loss of life. Oh no!
I just loved when Pol Pot
Yeah.
eliminated all the doctors and educators in Cambodia.
That was my second one.
Okay, continue with, sorry.
I don't know. Well, I'll change the lemon thing. I don't know. Actually, I'll raise it to
5
5
lemons.
I was thinking.
Just to flex on Mussolini some more.
What? You don't like our
5
lemons?
Okay.
We got more.
Well, you don't got gas for your tanks in lemons, bro.
Well, we're representing the Axis powers a bit too much, so I'm gonna have to go
If you say
Stalin.
I knew
Okay.
I knew he was going to say Stalin.
So, Stalin, I mean, bad person, very bad person.
No fucking shit,
bad
Charlie.
person.
No fucking shit.
Thank you. Anyway, what I'd change is, I'd change it so that Russia just didn't exist.
That's okay. Well, gunning off of like the unfeasible, whatever. Why Stalin? You didn't give us a reason.
Oh, Stalin, because, okay, both of you took the 2 ones I was gonna choose.
this became World War II.
I knew it was gonna go to World War II, but Stalin,
There were a
you know,
lot of them during World War II.
I just watched the Death of Stalin movie. It was pretty funny. It was just Stalin's death day 2 days ago, so we got to represent him.
Yeah, I gotta represent the dictator.
Interesting that he completely changed Marxism to some weird form of sort of communism, sort of let's just kill everyone. Yeah, but what I'd change about him. Okay, to be honest, Russia was kind of terrible before communism too, like when it was ruled by the czars. So I don't want to say Stalin. It would be cool if Stalin did exist. But I think Russia would still be bad.
So we can make the change to where they didn't exist. I'm changing mine.
Yeah.
Hitler was a successful artist.
You can do that, yes.
All right, that's my change.
I'm changing it so that Stalin basically allowed America to annex Russia.
What?
Just all of it?
All of
Russia.
Russia. All right.
All of the Soviet Union, sorry.
So it became, instead of, I don't know if Hawaii or Alaska was first, but Russia just becomes the 48th state.
Yeah,
The
all of the
entirety-
Soviet Union.
49th state.
The
It's
entirety of
combined with Alaska.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Is Alaska like the controlling body? They like sit in Alaska and they control all their like puppet men in Russia.
Well, the White House has moved to Alaska. So it's
All right,
closer
that
to...
one I'm not entirely sure about. That's the
I feel you, as a member of the council, I feel you have exceeded the bounds of the question, and you do not have the power to do so.
all who agree
I'm
say aye.
Nay.
Aye.
I have been usurped.
But I gotta say, if we're talking fictional representation, something it's not fresh on the mind, but Kim Jong-il in Team America World Police was pretty good.
Hilarious. What a very strange, very uncomfortable movie. It just makes me so uncomfortable.
What, you didn't like? I can't even talk about it.
No,
It's so
if anything
indecent.
you say is like.
Okay. So, here's one. You're in a situation where, you know, as normal, you're flying through space and you come across an alien species.
Okay.
They're just these, you know, cool hipsters, pranksters from, like, Beetlejuice 7 or something.
Okay.
And they're like, hey,
With their hipster pranksters.
hipster pranksters. They're
They
doing
do,
a
like-
space reality TV show.
Okay.
You know, Beetlejuice is an actual star and it's quite large, so
Yeah,
it's,
I do.
I'm impressed. Are these humanoid aliens?
Beetlejuice is like one of the most well-known stars to like the general populace.
You can
Is it
imagine
really?
them how you
Yeah.
want. They know, like, they've been studying the world for Earth for a while because they've been practicing and preparing for this prank for a while, for the reality TV show Gogazorp's Most Pranked.
Okay, Gogazorp's Most Pranked.
And they get this human, they get you, and they really want to know more about human culture. They want you to help them design this prank.
I am cultured.
They basically have, like, whatever sci-fi thing you need for this prank, but they want you to prank the entire human race with them.
Oh.
What do you do how do you do it? And do you want to hang out with these aliens afterwards?
Okay. So I can't say my immediate thought because my immediate thought was current world event. The prank.
I wish that was a prank. Like they snap their fingers and everyone just comes back and it's like, it's a prank. We've just been abducting people.
Yeah. That would have been okay. How about I think the prank is okay, my prank is starting to show up in rural towns just straight up and chat with people, then disappear.
Like as an alien?
Just as an alien. And you just chat with like people in these rural towns until you've talked to
like at a Waffle House.
Yeah, like at a Waffle House. Like you just walk in and like sit down and like you like as me talking to them, I tell them all about the culture of Waffle House. And they walk in and they sit down at the Waffle House and they just like have a meal and people be like, "Hey, yo, what's your costume?" It's like, "No, actually, I'm 𝓣𝓮𝓪. I'm from Beetlejuice."
You're the 𝓣𝓮𝓪?
I am
𝓣𝓮𝓪's
So-
most pranked?
You've become the aliens.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not 𝓣𝓮𝓪. 𝓣𝓮𝓪 goes and eats at a
I see.
Waffle House.
You
𝓣𝓮𝓪?
were role playing.
I was role playing 𝓣𝓮𝓪.
𝓣𝓮𝓪 is the owner of the station. Like you're not actually getting
Okay, well then
Taken by 𝓣𝓮𝓪.
who hosts the show?
Bim
Maybe
Bam and Fiesel.
Bim Bam and Fiesel?
Yeah.
Okay, so all three of them go into the Waffle House, and they all order an exorbitant amount of pancakes, like enough pancakes to fill the entire table, like 3 feet
Like
up,
a lot of pancakes.
and they eat them all because, as we know, Bim Bam, the species of Bim Bam and Fiesel, eats a lot and has
Oh.
like a miniature black hole in their soul. So they can eat all these pancakes, and then they just leave, and they do this in every Waffle House in the U.S.
That'd be
and then the Waffle House equivalent in every other country.
that'd be really funny actually. Like there's been sightings. All the pancakes are gone.
And it goes like methodically. So it starts in the we have the not the prime meridian. Whatever.
The primordial Waffle House.
Oh no, we have
Uh-huh.
a lot. Like we start at the Alaska, the most.
And then you, like,
the
loop around.
northwestern, and then you go, you start at that. Longitude's vertical, right? You start at that longitude, and then you move down and hit every Waffle House, not longitude. Then you move over by latitude, and then move down and hit every Waffle House. So it just goes. It hits it by column and does every single Waffle House.
In the White House, the Waffle House globe is lighting up like from left to right, and they're like, "Mr. President, there's an emergency."
You know, I believe that how many Waffle Houses are open at a time period is actually a good indicator to see how bad like a catastrophe is, because they're one of the first places to open and the last to close, I believe.
But like Waffle House or Waffle House, like comparative. So maybe sometimes they stop at the Denny's or the IHOP in town, you know?
Yeah.
But it's not the same. Waffle House is a wild experience. I once ate at one that had a health credit rating score of I think 60 something out of 100. It was questionable.
That's passing, man.
Yeah, but
like
then
a D passes.
But then they do it at like Denny's at like 4 a.m. at the 24-hour Denny's. And they just show up and they stay there for like 5 hours eating pancakes nonstop, and then they pay in like diamonds.
Oh,
They just leave diamonds. And
yeah,
they-
because in Beetlejuice 7, and the many planets there's one planet made entirely out of diamonds, so it's like valueless.
I know there is a diamond planet, but isn't Beetlejuice 7?
I don't know.
Okay, I was just thinking if they would be able to make artificial diamonds,
Well,
because we can make artificial diamonds.
if they're traveling through space for a reality show, they 100% have the technology to mass produce artificial
or
diamonds.
they're just really bored.
True.
Maybe 𝓣𝓮𝓪's Pranked Out or whatever the show was is actually like a very unsuccessful show.
I forget the original phrasing, but it was very strange and slightly inhuman, but very fitting in that
Yeah.
way.
What was it? 𝓣𝓮𝓪's most pranked?
Yeah, 𝓣𝓮𝓪's most pranked. All right,
Okay, you're
that's
good.
my prank.
You go, Benji.
Okay, this is based on something that happened to me naturally. Someone else didn't do this.
An alien did this to you.
Was it
Have
𝓣𝓮𝓪?
you ever had a cup or a bottle with a very, very small, non-visible fracture or hole, and it leaks? slightly
Yeah.
whenever you drink from it, just a little bit. I would just do that to every container of water. Everything you drink, it's fine sitting there kind of, but as soon as you pick it up and jostle it around, just a little drop comes out. Just a little bit. If it's a squeeze bottle, like as you squeeze it, a little bit squeezes out, not out of the opening.
Okay.
That's
That's a true prank.
like they do that to every bottle in the world.
Every bottle, every can, every glass, every bucket, every tank, every container.
That sounds like okay.
But no
tanks
one's-
and containers sounds kind of catastrophic.
Perhaps.
Okay.
But that's the funny part.
Everyone's
Meltdown?
gonna think
Hilarious.
they're going crazy or something. Cause like it's not one of those problems where you say, "Oh boy, this happened to me." You just and you're like,
You
"Oh,
think, oh,
this
this
sucks."
only happened to me.
Yeah, because it's such a very
Like
specific
no
thing.
one might notice.
Wait.
this happened to everyone.
You, this hasn't happened to you guys, has it? Because this did happen
No,
to
it
me.
has not happened.
It has
Okay.
not happened to me.
Okay, someone else, some intergalactic prankster did not have the same idea as me.
Oh, that would have been dumb. You would have had to sue. So,
What?
what I'm thinking is,
All right.
it'd be really funny to like basically I'd go down and pretend to be a conspiracy theorist, right? About the truth. The truth. Like, I'm gonna tell them everything. Oh, guys, we're just on this reality TV show called Gorgazorp's Most Pranked. And then everyone's gonna be like, Uncle Charlie, you're insane. There's no aliens watching you. There's no aliens in your ears. They're not talking to you.
Yeah, but there are aliens.
And
in
they
your
don't pick you up every Saturday to go to the local Denny's to eat all of their pancakes. You're wrong, Uncle Charlie. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Oh, are they doing all three of these pranks at the same time?
Well, not all at the same time.
Yeah,
but-
no, but they like pick you up to go to Denny's.
It's
So,
all in
like-
the same episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a 3-part special. So I'm just there, and then like telling everyone what's going on. I tell them about the Beetlejuice 7 Empire and the rise of the Mechazords and how they're going to destroy the Earth.
the Mechazords.
And how we got
the Mechazords.
Look, man, Power Rangers, real powerful colony. Just
Colony.
saying. They were formed on a colony, which was bought by Gorgazorp's Most Pranked for a prank.
They were acquired.
They were acquired.
Every part of that sentence was a wild ride, but I'll accept it.
Well, thank you for joining us this Sunday night. Well, it's our Sunday. You'll be hearing this at another time, but it was recorded on Sunday.
I don't believe you.
Imagine it's brunch and we're outside in a gazebo and all the furniture is white because that's how this is recorded. And
Imagine there's like
Hail Britannia's playing. Well, actually, no, we already have music.
Well,
but
currently, the place is in the center of the French Alps on the highest peak, and we have like our butlers bringing us our tea.
What's our butler's name?
Dackle.
Okay. Butler Dackle. What's his
Sir
last
Dackle?
name? What is Sir Dackle's last name? Where's Dackle's
Dackle.
last? What was Dackle's last name? What's his first name?
Lackle.
Okay.
Dackle.
Knight Lackle is our butler. And we're in the highest peak in the French Alps.
He makes
sitting in a gazebo.
he makes okay tea.
Yeah. Well, he's got like he can walk through space. That's how he gets us all the stashed
he
tea.
speaks 17 languages.
And none
And
of them
wha-
are French.
And one of them is Esperanto.
And one of them is also the language of Gorkazorp's Most Pranked.
They speak in sign language.
Yeah, but it's Beetlejuice sign language.
Yeah, it is a dialect of American Sign Languages, but like it's a bit of a spin on it.
Yeah. I'll let that slide. All right, everybody. Thank you for coming here. If you can't get enough of us, we've got a couple other places you can find us. You can find us on YouTube at the Parsimonious Fellowship. We have daily uploads, game playthroughs, and we sometimes upload strange little videos of us doing weird things in real life. And then every Sunday at 7:30 p.m. or Saturday at 7:30 p.m. we stream on both Twitch and YouTube at Parsimonious Fellowship for both of them. So come check us out if you'd like to.
And if you can find me late at night between the hours of 2 and 3 a.m. under any strange-looking bridge that a troll might live under.
You could ask us questions at the bridge where you will find Benji. That's the best place, the most direct to go.
Yeah, you got it.
You could generally find Max in the Sky Palace above Mount Zion. Or you could email us at parsimoniousfellowship@gmail.com. Comment on our YouTube version of
Is there a
whatever
period
this
in our
is.
email? Like parsimonious.fellowship?
There's not.
Yeah, unless you're a Russian spam bot, whatever you comment, we will talk about.
Yes, unless you're a Russian spam bot.
If you are a Russian spam bot, we'll talk about you, but we won't actually talk about your comment, just about you.
Your comments are
as the
bad.
non-person you are.
Thanks for watching, and make sure to, I don't know, I would say drink tea, but we're not even drinking tea right now, so drink something.
Follow Gorkazorp's Pranked Out or Pranked on You.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
The water is now cool enough to drink.
Perfect.
Nice.